How's it going, guys? Because it is now time between LPs, it means one thing and one thing only. PO Battle Week. That is right, children. And to start off PO Battle Week, I've got a pretty snazzy UU match with this guy I found off the Smokin' server on PO, known as Devil Zero. Oh yeah. I don't know why I'm talking like that. It seems really unnatural. Whatever. But looking at his team, as you can tell, we're both running some very standard material. Nothing really scares me too much, except possibly for that Wifi, because if both Swampert and Escavalier are out of the way, then I don't really have a good way of taking down the Weavile because, well, I lack a Scarfer on this team, so that could be a huge issue. But other than that, nothing really terrifies me that much on his team. So yeah, I guess that's really all I gotta say about that. So without further ado, let us get this battle rocking and rolling, shall we? Booyah! Alright, so I'm going to lead off in the champ as he leads off with his Flygon. Now, I know the name was misleading, so I was like, you know, maybe it isn't Scarf, maybe it is, I don't know. I go for the Bolt Launch just to get some damage on it. He goes for the Draco Meteor, which does a metric hell ton. So what I'm going to do now is switch out, bring my Escavalier, knowing that pretty much his special attack is going to be greatly reduced, thanks to 2 Draco Meteors in a row. And I'm assuming he probably wants to switch out, so I'm going to go for the Pursuit as he does switch out and brings in his Nidoqueen, which is a perfect stop to my Escavalier. So what I'm going to do is bring in my Swampert on the switch, or on the Toxic Spikes or something, and he's going to be able to set up both of his layers of Toxic Spikes. But to be honest, I don't really mind that too much, because the only things that will really be affected are my Swampert and my Machamp, and even though my Machamp does have Lumberry, and my Shaman does have Natural Cure. But anyway, I'm going to switch, set up my Rocks as he brings in his Blastoise. I'm going to bring in my Escavalier as he does probably go for the Rapid Spin, knowing full well I can probably take it. Well, I can definitely take it because I'm a Steel type with a shit ton of defense. And he's going to go for the Protect here, as I believe I go for the Mega Horn. And because that's not going to really do anything, and I'm pretty sure he knows that at this point that I am Choice Bandit, so what he's going to do is we're going to bring in his Nidoqueen as I go for the Mega Horn. Does little to no damage thanks to Nidoqueen's natural bulk. Now I'm thinking to myself, I think I'm going to go for Rotom Heat because I think it might go for the Flamethrower. However, he predicts that, goes for the Roar, but thankfully he rolls me out to myself, which easily scares that thing out. Now he's going to bring in his Bronzong and predicted Psyshock. However, I'm just going to go straight for the Flamethrower, knowing full well he'll probably want to do that. So that's pretty nice. Now this play I'm kind of debating as to why I did this, because I do bring in my Rotom Heat here as he brings in his Snorlax, but to be honest, I think if I could just easily set up a nasty plot there and got for the Psyshock, but hey, that's just me, whatever, it made the match closer nonetheless. So I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp now as he brings in his Nidoqueen on a predicted, like, I don't know, I don't really, yeah, whatever. He's gonna roar me out, I'm sorry. He's going to roar me out into my Shaman, and I do get Toxic right there, but to be honest, actually that is kind of a huge issue because I would have really liked to have Shaman on my team to be able to handle that Blastoise, but I do have ways of getting around it, but whatever. I'm going to Leech Seed. Fortunately, I do miss as he does let his Bronzong set up the Stealth Rocks, which really sucks, let me tell you. Oh god, but whatever. Knowing full well that I really don't want to be taking more poison damage than I want, I'm going to bring in my Escavalier once more as he does predict that and brings in his Nidoqueen on the switch. Once again, I'm afraid of getting Fire Blast to the face, so I'm going to bring in my Rotom Heat as I believe he goes for the Roar once again, and unfortunately roars me back into the thing I don't want to be in, which is Escavalier, as you can clearly tell. So again, I'm going to go, now this time I go for the Iron Head. And I'm thinking to myself, alright, maybe I'll try and predict my switch and go for another Roar, so I am able to land a lot of damage with the Iron Head, so that's pretty snazzy. He roars me out back into my Azelf, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to switch out, bring in my Escavalier once more. Not really sure why I did that. I could have easily finished it off with the Psyshock. I don't know what I was thinking. So I made some kind of foolish misplays, but whatever. Now he does roar me out into my Machamp. Thankfully the Lumberry does manage to instantaneously heal off my the poison, and yeah, I'm able to finish off with the Nidoqueen, and now in comes Weavile. He eventually kills me off with the Ice Shard. I thought I could take it a little better. I hope he wasn't packing it, but whatever. So, getting caught up, I bring in my Escavalier, go for the Mega Horn on the switching to Blastoise, which easily takes it out because A, Choice Man, B, I'm in Swarm range, and B, it's Mega Horn, which means it's going to be doing a shit ton of damage. So I switch out, bring in my Rotom Heat on the bring back to Flygon, predicting the Fire Blast, knowing full that it might be a mix set or something. So that's really nice. So Rotom Heat's back in. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, I believe predicting a switch back into Snorlax. And, you know, having a burn on that Bronzong, not that big of an issue, to be honest. I really don't mind that at all. So now what he's going to do is going to bring in his Snorlax on this turn as I go for the HP Fire. It does little to no damage thanks to Snorlax being a special defensive monster. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. But I think I'm going to try and go for Will-O-Wisp as he does bring this Bronzong on the prediction right there. So I'm like, what to do. So I'm going to go for the HP Fire once more. I think he was probably going to predict another Will-O-Wisp back as I think he was predicting me to predict him to bring in Snorlax and go for the Will-O-Wisp. However, that does not matter, and down goes the Bronzong, which is really nice. So now I'm feeling pretty confident in my ability to handle this team fairly well. Now, it does bring in his Flygon there, easily disposes of my Shaman. I think I just did not want the special attack. I'd rather have Rotom Heat still around, and I know that for a fact that I can take 2 Draco Meteors, especially at a -2 attack. So I am able to finish that thing up with an HP Fire, which is really nice. So now there are 2 things left on this team that really are just going to be actually, no, not really too big of an issue. Actually, well, kind of. This Weavile right here is a huge threat to my team because I don't have a Scarper on the team at all. So I literally gotta hope that some way I can handle this thing relatively well. So now in comes this Snorlax. I'm go for the Flamethrower. I think I was kind of taking a gamble on that because I was like, I really don't want to risk the Psyshock in case he does overpredict. So what I'm going to do now, I think I'm just going to try and sack my Escavalier as he goes for the crunch. And I was thinking to myself, I might be able to outspeed and finish him off with a Mega Horn. Unfortunately, such is not the case, and he does finish me off with a Body Slam, which really sucks, because I know Escavalier would have been really nice to have on my team. So now all I got left is Azelf and Swampert. So I'm hoping to myself, alright, Psyshock, kill him off, but it doesn't. But I do live with 5, and I apologize for the mouse there, that was really weird. But he does manage to finish off with a crunch. However, I do have Swampert left, so what I'm hopefully going to try and do is take that thing out with an Earthquake, which I do, which is really nice. So now all I got to think to myself, alright, all I got to do left is hope and pray to Lord that I can live a couple hits from this Weavile. Now I go for the Now he does go for the low kick here. I'm not really sure why. I feel like Night Slash would have done more, but he gets a crit and does 53%. I'm just like, oh shit. So the moment of truth, baby. Do I live the next? It all depends on whether or not I live this next low kick, and I do, thank goodness, with the 4%, and I am able to finish off that Weavile, and that is good game, Devil Zero. Whew. But yeah, that was a close one, guys. But if you enjoyed this video, you can rate, comment, subscribe, and this is Infinite Trials. You're saying peace out, yo, and have a good one. Bye.